Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. It is December 21st, and this is the Cluster API Azure office hours. We do this every week on Thursday. Um, as you probably know, we are a project under the SIG cluster lifecycle umbrella, and therefore we try to abide by the Kubernetes community rules of conduct in general, which boil down to try not to talk over each other, everybody try to be nice. We don't usually have any problems in this area, but it's worth repeating. If you need edit access to this document, there's a description up at the top that tells you how to get there. Otherwise, let's get going. Here's where we usually, I'll be quiet for a second, and if anyone who wants to introduce themselves and say why they're here, go for it. All right.
I'm Tony Goslin. I'm from Adobe. I'm really just here to kind of learn through osmosis at the moment. I don't have much to contribute, but yeah, Adobe is looking to move into using CAPZ starting next year. So I'm just trying to get up to speed on the project. Thanks.
Awesome. Welcome. Thanks for coming, Tony. Yeah, obviously it's a pretty slow week. We usually have some discussion topics, so we usually have a few more people here, but it's close to the holidays. So, and actually, maybe that's our one agenda item is I took the initiative and said we'll skip next week's meeting because I think I'm going to be the only one. Nawaz and I will be the only Microsoft employees around. All right. So unless anybody objects to that, just shout out if you do. I think we're going to skip next week, and then January 4th we'll get going again in earnest. Cool. We don't have any actual topics up here. Does anybody have anything on their mind that we want to talk about? Willie, did you get any sort of clue on that PR where the auth is failing? It's pretty weird. Sorry to put
Sorry,
you on
I'm
the
trying to
spot if
find
you
the
don't want to
unmute
talk.
button, but Marcus is blocking it. Yeah, so um, I think I made a little progress. Let me check on the test. So I think it was giving me some weird auth problem, but when I ran it locally, I got a different error. And let me just check. I forgot what the exact error is, but things are very weird. Same with Fleet, like both the AKS Fleet and Marketplace tests, I'm running into issues with end-to-end tests. The Fleet test is basically when I add the Fleet to the spec, the managed cluster just gets stuck in the updating state. But when I run it, the test locally, it just works. So
Oh,
yeah, and I don't know like how to like figure out why the managed cluster is stuck in updating because it's like in the uh in the resources, like in the artifacts, it says the managed cluster is succeeded, and I don't know, it's just a really weird bug. Maybe I'll join office hours later.
yeah. Yeah, the error you posted, I mean, I did some Googling for it. You probably did too. And most of the things that came up seem to suggest that like if you're trying to access a resource in the other tenant, you get that error. And so that seems suspicious because the tests run under that CNCF tenant, which isn't, but it's all over there in that tenant, so that didn't seem likely. We're not combining two. So anyway, I didn't really find anything.
Yeah, I'm just trying to compare I manually created a cluster and then added a extension after, and then try to print out all the details for that extension using like AZCLI, and
Yeah.
then looking at the difference between that and the one in the E2E test. And I found a few differences with like an identity being null, but then like there are two different identities. There's like an AKS assigned identity, and then there's just a regular identity. And I'm just trying to figure out like what the difference is.
Hmm. Well, yeah, if you're still scrambling. Maybe we can err on it later this afternoon.
Yeah, that would be great. Thanks. It's just weird. Like both of these issues are, I mean, both of the tasks are pretty much done. Just the E2E tests just don't work for some reason.
Yeah, that makes your development loop so nice and long too. You
Yeah,
have to
so
wait for
basically I like fix one of the EDE tests and like switch to branches and fix the other one and then wait like 2 hours and then like check back.
yeah. Then you got to try and multitask to fill the time, and that never works that well, at least for me.
Nope.
Okay. Well, anyway, any other stuff we should talk about? Sounds like not. Here's where we usually go through the PRs and our milestone, but since it's just the few of us, I think that's probably not necessarily productive. So why don't we skip it for this time around? Well, in which case, yeah. Willie, go ahead.
Sorry, does Cecile's like big PR still need review? I didn't get to it yesterday, but I can take a look
If
today.
you have time, it's not anything urgent. It's just so large that it feels like it's going to turn into a rebase headache. So I thought we could try to merge it now.
Okay, I'll take a look today.
It's totally if you or Nawaz or anyone has time. Otherwise, it's not a really urgent.
Yeah, I got plenty of time in between test runs, so
Cool.
Me too.
Alrighty. Well, unless anybody else has anything to bring up, I guess we can call it a short meeting and see you in a couple weeks. Have a great holiday.
thanks, man. Happy holidays.
You too.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye.